Hey everybody, and a big welcome to King Edward's Girls' School. I am stood on the driveway that many of you will recognise. That big building back there, that playing field there will conjure up nostalgia for some of you. Others of you brilliantly won't have a clue where this place is because you're newer to us, you've joined during the pandemic. Well, this is King Edward's Girls' School, and it is going to be our venue for our one in-person all-together church gathering that we're going to be able to have from the 5th of September. It's the first time that we've been able to do that all together for 558 days. And whether you are an old timer of 20 years or a first timer even this morning, I'm here to invite you to be with us on the 5th of September and to give you some of the practical information you need. Basically, everything's on the website. So all the info you need about where this is, the postcode, parking, kids provision, or what you can expect from the meetings, all of that's on the website. But I want to tell you 4 quick pieces of information that I want you to know before next week. Number 1, we want you to be there. We really want you to be there. We really want you to be there because our church is more for having you as part of it. And so, especially if you're newer to us and you're feeling a bit nervous about coming, you've perhaps been in a community group but never gathered in this place or with this number of us as the church. I want to say this is as much your church as it is anyone else's. We want you there. So please do come along. And if for some reason you can't, then be there as soon as you can on the following weeks. We want to look forward to all that God's going to do together, and I want you to be a part of it. So please be there. Okay, at this point in the video, somebody came out and asked me to leave. So the rest of this update shall be conducted from Musitron. So be there, that was the first thing. Second thing, some COVID measures to tell you about. We're going to do everything we can at our end to make this as safe as it can be. So we're going to have the seats as spaced out as they can be. We're going to have ventilation galore. We're going to have hand sanitizer in the barrel, and it's going to be great. But from your end, we want to ask you to do 2 things. Firstly, could you keep having a loving attitude towards others? Keep thinking and speaking and acting well towards one another in this time, even if people have a different sort of level of caution to you. Let's keep being loving. And secondly, we want to ask you to wear a mask whenever you're moving around the venue. So as you arrive, as you leave, perhaps if you're heading to the loo or taking the kids out to their groups, could you wear a mask at those moments if that's okay with you? And when you're sat down and participating in the service, when we're singing, when we're listening, all of those times you're not going to need to wear a face covering. Third thing, just quickly on that, we want to encourage you to arrive in plenty of time. We don't want a situation where at 10:34 we're all bundling in together and we've all kind of had a big super spreader event on the steps as we push through the doorway together. We want to ask you to come in plenty of time so that you can choose a seat that works for you. We're gonna, to help this, have coffee served in the main room from 10:15, so why not consider getting there nice and early, parking, coming into the building in time for a coffee at 10:15 so we can start promptly and without a big crush at 10:30. Last thing to talk about is our online provision. Recognise some of you will be asking that question, what's going to happen with the online service? To be honest, we're really not sure. We're a bit torn on it. We see some advantages to it. We see some disadvantages to keeping it going as well. At least for the next half term, here's how it's going to work. We are putting as our main expression of Church Central South on a Sunday morning, our eggs into the King Edward's basket. That is where it is at for our Sunday morning gatherings, and we want you to be there. That is the priority on a Sunday morning. But if for whatever reason you can't be there and you genuinely can't be there, there's going to be a Church Central South light online service, which is going to be about 30 minutes, the talk from that week, perhaps a bit of news and maybe a song as well. It's going to be nothing like the experience of being together with the church family. It's not a substitute, it's not an either or. King Edward's and being together is our primary gathering on a Sunday, but for those who every now and again will need it for whatever reason, it's going to be there, at least for now. So there you have it, Sunday the 5th of September and onwards into the autumn term. We're going to be all together at King Edward's Girls' School, and I hope to see you